Yeah!
Hmm.
Hello there. Huh?
Man, gotta pay attention. There's like random stuff everywhere.
I have a thought. Past here is the Holy Mausoleum, where the saints of the Church of Serra slumber. Sorry, but only a select few members of the church are allowed entry. It's open to the public on only one day of the year, for the goddess's rite of rebirth.
The Oh.
Maybe. Lord Lonato. He used to stay at the monastery rather frequently. He was such a pious man, a true believer. Such a terrible shame. I wonder what changed him.
Hey! What?
Please, Professor, there must be some mistake. Lonato would never raise arms against the Church. At least, he never said anything to me about it.
Thank you so much for your help.
Glad I got that. Nice steel bow.
Hello, Felix. I see you're here to train as well.
Go away. Just looking at your face makes me want to retch.
Dang, what's his problem?
With that mouth of yours, you grow more like your brother every day.
Shut up. And stop walking around on your hind legs. You're not fooling me.
I cannot fathom why you seem to hate me so.
Because I know what you really are. A beast, craving blood.
A beast craving blood, am I? I assume you're speaking of the events 2 years ago. Last time we met outside the academy?
I am. The way you suppressed that rebellion, it was ruthless slaughter, and you loved every second. I remember the way you killed your victims, how you watched them suffer. And your face, that expression, all the world's evil packed into it. That was our first battle. I remember it vividly. Oh, something wrong? Go ahead and deny it, you wild boar.
I deny nothing, Felix.
Well then. I suppose the Dimitri I once knew died during that slaughter in Duskur, along with my brother.
Perhaps you're right.
Hurry up and get out of my sight. I don't make a habit of talking to beasts.
Damn. That was intense. What the fuck? It's poor level C now. Damn, dude. That's hell intense.
Good morning, Your Highness. Getting in some early training, huh?
Oh, it's not too terribly early. And what about you?
Oh, I'm just going for my morning walk. Hey, maybe you'd like to join me. It's a great way to start the day.
Morning walk? Funny. Gustav always kept the same habit. You really do remind me of your father, Annette.
I hear that a lot. Father was always busy with work, so he wasn't around much. But when he was home, he'd often take me with him for his walks.
Annette, something's been weighing on me. Something I've done terribly wrong. Your father, he worked tirelessly. I don't know if I ever saw him take a rest. I feel as though, in a way, we stole him from you.
I'll admit it was a bit lonely growing up. But I understand. Father loved his work. No one ever doubted that. Actually, I've been thinking recently that I'd like to talk to you more, Your Highness.
Oh? Any reason in particular?
Father was a man of few words, both with myself and my mother. But sometimes he would tell me about you. So, you don't really feel like a stranger to me. In a way, it's like I've known you for a long time. Almost as though you're my big brother.
Your big brother?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I let that slip out. That was rude of me.
No, nonsense. I promise you, I don't mind at all. It's certain that my days would have been filled with more fun if I'd had a little sister like you. What kind of things did Gustav tell you about me? I'd love to hear more on this topic.
Do you really want to know? Well, for one, he used to tell this story about when you were a child, and...
You know what? Never mind. I have a bad feeling about where this is going. How about you forget we had this talk altogether? And don't mention it to anyone.
Okay. That's strange.
Oh, Ash, are you here to study too?
I am. It's quiet here. Easier to concentrate.
It really is. Hey, would you like to study together? We can help each other out if we get stuck.
Oh, yes. We'll get a lot more done working together.
What's the matter, Ash?
This question's got me stumped. A ballista inside a castle is ready to fire at enemies outside. What angle should be used for the shot? Assume the ballista is the same as those in Garreg Mach. Ignore the effects of wind. This is for defensive strategy, isn't it? Why is it so complicated? Don't you just aim and fire?
It may help to focus on maximizing target accuracy to reduce your miss rate. To start, let's sort out the setup. Let's see. Using these ballista specifications, if the ballista corals follow this trajectory, they'll hit the enemy lines, right?
Oh, that makes sense, because the enemy line will be here.
That's it! Okay, now try using that same technique and applying it to this other problem.
If the walls are this high and the enemy lines are at that distance... Oh, I think I see!
I knew you'd get it.
Wow, I didn't expect math of all things to be useful in a siege. This is tough. Numbers are not my strong suit. But this really is the sort of thing you have to know if you want to command troops.
That's
Oh,
true,
dang.
but not everyone is good with numbers. That's why we have tacticians do these calculations for us, or prepare them before we go to battle. A century ago, the Empire's mathematicians played a huge role in the Battle of the Wall of Fodlan.
I had no idea. Hey, you really know what you're doing, Annette.
You think so?
Definitely. You've obviously done a lot of studying. I really admire that.
I suppose I have. Studying is a necessity if you want the advantage over your enemies. But necessity aside, it's nice to hear you say that.
Nice.
Hi there! No.
Right.
Hey!
I can't believe it. This place has so many breathtaking works of art. I feel like I'm living in a museum. Each piece can teach us about styles and techniques from 1,000 years ago. I'm from a family of merchants, so I've been able to see a lot of art, but I won't pretend to be an expert.
Dang. Oh well. Said the wrong thing. Or not the best thing.
Pointing a sword at the Holy Church of Seros is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself, meting out appropriate punishment to the sinful. It is a sacred duty with which we have been entrusted. As a member of the Church yourself, I hope that you will take that to heart.
Okay. Ooh, what's this? Huh.
Well...
Did you hear? There's news of someone in the Kingdom raising an army. The Kingdom, the Empire, the Alliance. They do love a good war, don't they? Spilling the blood of young men and women. And for what? Just to enjoy the horror of it? Would you be so kind as to do me a favor?
The glory of progress.
I simply must thank you, Professor.
Castle Gaspar, eh? I've been there once before, many years ago. It was by request of the son of that family, Christoph, I think it was. I have a request. Thanks for your help. Castle Gaspar. It was by request.
Professor, I heard that you made battle alongside Catherine. Even among the knights, she is something special. A holy knight who is able to wield a hero's relic. Still, she can be a mite difficult.
Well...
His Highness is strong, but on the front lines, anything can happen. Losing him would be devastating for Faerghus. I hope the Church understands that. His Highness is losing. I hope the Church...
this. There are times when one must take up their blade, even if there's no chance of winning. But this, it's downright senseless. Lord Lonato knows better. If he had enough allies to back his rebellion, it would be a different matter. My apologies. I was just thinking aloud. This whole situation is a bit too strange for my liking. Even with the necessary preparations in place, there is always a chance that something unexpected will occur. Please be ready for anything, Professor. Even with the Even with the I appreciate it.
More stuff.
Professor, have you seen Felix around? I swear, as soon as you take your eyes off him, poof, he's gone. Ah, of course he's there. Sorry for bothering you, Professor. Thanks.
Say, I hear that Lord Lonato served the King of Fargus' older brother when he was younger. Or something like that. He already had status and prestige, so why raise a rebellion? I guess it's none of my business.
Professor, I feel I must speak to you about Caspar's eating habits. I've never seen the like of it. He inhales entire plates of food in mere seconds. Hence my mentioning it to you. Good luck.
Today's meal was delicious. Linhardt keeps bothering me about eating too fast. Says I'm gonna choke or something. Absolutely! I knew you'd see things my way.
If you have a moment, I would like a word. It has been brought to my attention that certain individuals have been making advances toward Flame. Have you witnessed any such behavior? If you see anything similar in the future, please inform me.
I'm sorry, but I must vent to someone, Professor. You're familiar with Manuela's slovenly behavior, yes? That woman. She borrowed a book last week and returned it with stains of unknown origin on the cover and several pages either folded or torn. Just now, she dropped a sandwich on the floor, picked it up, and kept eating. When she saw my shock, she said simply, 3-second rule. Ugh.
There's stuff everywhere.
Well.
I wonder if you get penalties for giving people wrong stuff. Damn, gotta keep your eyes peeled. There's random stuff everywhere. Oh my god, I should be checking every room then, what the hell? Oh. Need to check every room, man. Look at these stuff. Stuff everywhere. Yeah, stuff. This is my room. Oh, hey.
You must try harder from now on.
Alright. wonder what I should use my last activity for.
Huh? What do you want? What do you want? Sorry, I'm trying. What do you want?
Do I want her? Ooh, I want the songstress. Yeah, that's who I want.
Right, right.
Because she can sing.
Hey, Professor. Do you happen to have any food on you? I'm starving. No matter how much I eat before I train, I'm always so hungry after. My muscles must be going through a growth spurt.
Oh, dang. I've never been here. Oh, wow.
Next month is when a very important ceremony will be taking place at the monastery. Pilgrims from all corners of Fodlan have already started to gather in anticipation. I pray that you are able to nip this trouble in the bud as soon as possible.
That's so.
This flower is one that is eating insects. Is that factual too? I am wondering who watches over the plants in Fodlan.
That's good.
If the flowers within the greenhouse are removed, they will soon wilt and wither. Is that not so, Professor? I feel I can empathize with them. The flowers that thrive despite their environment, are truly inspiring, are they not? Inspirational.
No.
I think that takes up time. I'll come back to it.
What? I desired fresh air. I have a favor to ask.
What?
Greetings, Professor! Have you talked with Catherine yet? If the knights are the cream of the crop, she's the cream of the cream. And that relic of hers, I hear it's nothing short of amazing.
She's gonna take all the experience.
Oh, hello, Professor. Was there something you needed? I see. Oh, Professor, excuse me.
Dang, messed up. Oh well.
Professor!
Oh no. Since we're heading to Castle Gaspar, that means we'll be passing through Magdred Way. The road is well known for its beautiful surroundings. Depending on the time of year, it can be incredibly foggy though. When it's like that, you can't enjoy the lovely scenery. Lucky for us, it shouldn't be too foggy while we're there. Not that we'll have time for sightseeing, anyway.
Professor!
Welcome. Come back soon.
Professor, your clothes are a bit dirty. I'd have expected you to be more careful, seeing as how you're a professor and all. I hate when my clothes get dirty. That's one of the many reasons I find it best to train as little as possible.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What do you require? Oh wow. Yeah, I think we want. Do you want to hire this battalion?
Leave it all to us.
Do you want to hire this battalion?
Could be useful.
Thank you. Battalions from various territories gather at the guild. There are even some that aren't affiliated with the Church of Seiros. As we are allowed to hire them, you should visit the guild soon and come to your own conclusions. As they fight, battalions will lose endurance. When that happens, you can replenish their endurance by visiting the battalion guild in the market.
What do you require?
That's really cheap.
Farewell. Okay, we definitely want to give Ingrid a battalion. What do you require?
Yeah.
Do you want to hire this battalion?
We'll do our best.
that's battalion. The flag is battalion. I didn't know this. I didn't know that.
Farewell.
Yep.
Huh. Tempted to give them all battalions.
Yep. What do you require? Farewell.
Let's wait. Actually,
What
let's
do you
look at the
require?
battalions again. Ooh, we want the magic core. Yeah, we wanna wait.
Farewell.
What?
Alright, let's go fishing.
Hey!
Hey!
What?
I want to see their motivation, but I can't really see their motivation. Where did I want to go again?
Right.
Professor.
Right.
Oh yeah, I wanted to sell the gold.
That's,
Right, hire another battalion.
Yep. Welcome.
Will this one do?
Nice.
Many thanks. Come back soon.
Nah, save the money. Okay. I think. What should I use my activity on?
So.
Right.
Right.
Oh no. Professor!
Also, where's the girl that sings?
I have a thought. Past here is the holy... Sorry, but it's open to the... Not mine.
Okay.
Really?
Who's that? Oh, no.
Right.
Where's Annette? Annette, I think that book belongs to Annette.
Professor,
Oh, there
are
she
you going to
is.
fight alongside the knight?
Let me know.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, there she is.
We're going on a mission with the Knights, right? Oh, that! I thought it was gone for good. How did you know it was mine?
Huh. Now, where's...
What about... Interesting.
What the...
Ooh. Where is, that girl? Huh. Is that like random?
is.
There she is.
Wow. I'm studying here so I can be the... Oh, that's mine. Thanks so much for finding it. Hey, I hope we get a chance to I know I'm in a different...
Alright, I think... maybe singing?
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food. I appreciate your guidance. I'm getting the hang of this. That was challenging. That was challenging. It all makes sense now.
Thanks for your time. Yes, that's it. I'll get the next one too.
Hey, that was useful. Hey, that was useful.
That's You're making me blush. I've learned a lot.
There's something I'd like you to tell me. That might work. Professor.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. Come on. You should know me better than that. You're the only one for me. I swear.
Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all nobles, just like me.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought!
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry, especially one as beautiful as you. So, you know, maybe we... So, Professor, do you enjoy spying on people? You look like you've got something to say, so say it. Weren't you listening? I'm on her side. She knows that. But you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I don't know why she's so upset about me dating other girls. She didn't care before she found out, so why does she care now? I really do hate seeing a girl cry. Come on, it's hard on me too. If only I had someone to comfort me. Professor, it's okay if you want to console me. I happen to have some exquisite tea back in my quarters. You could come by and we could chat about love. Calm down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
Thank you.
So, Your Highness, you're gonna keep the scolding to a minimum, yeah?
Why are you assuming you will be scolded? All you need to do is take things seriously.
Yeah, okay. Professor, it's finally over.
You are quick to tire out, Sylvain. You should consider building your stamina. Each new experience is an asset.
It's in my grasp.
Well, that worked out.
That's the third time this month. Well, that's that. Father never relents. Oh, Professor! Hello! Did you need something? Well, that is... I was just tossing out something I have no need of. It's important to keep our spaces clean after all. You'd do well to remember that too, Professor. A clean space makes for a clean mind, or some such. Getting rid of things you have no need for is the first step to managing one's belongings in an economical way. Certainly, I'd love to. Just say when, and I'll be there in an instant. Despite my family's nobility, we've never been particularly wealthy. So my father raised me to be conservative with my resources, paring down when necessary. He also encouraged me to keep my living spaces immaculate, so the two go hand in hand, I suppose. I think he'd be happy to hear you say that. Oh, just a scrap of paper. It was already written on, so no good for note-taking. And obviously, I can't use it to clean my lance. So I tossed it. No need to hang on to inconsequential things, you know. Professor, Did you come to check on me for any particular reason? I hope Sylvain and Felix aren't getting into trouble as they tend to do. Oh, well, if there's nothing important, I'll be on my way then. I still have some cleaning to take care of, after all. Talk to you later, Professor.
Wow, that's really useful. I think I really want her. Yeah, we want.
Easy.
Oh, we weren't. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, I'm probably getting into a battle, and I'll probably end it here. Alright, thanks for watching.